A Lesson for Ducklings by Nicholas B. Morris.
Beautiful early spring afternoon. Quiet Sunday park. The locals smell the apple blossoms and the catalpa trees, bouncing from one to the next like bees longing for pollen. The sun beams, and the dogs take long overdue sniffs of everything they can find. A baseball game plays on a distant radio. The pond hosts a brood of ducks, 8 ducklings and a mother. The babies swim beyond their nest's safety for the first time. They zip back and forth, dipping down for bugs in the water. The people on the banks, potential predators in a previous incarnation, adore them. The ducklings spread out, exploring this new territory and enjoying the attention of the small crowd stopped to watch. Mama Duck gives a short quack, and 7 baby ducklings fall in behind her, their movements rippling the mirrored water's surface. The last baby duckling, not eager to give up this recent freedom, swims off in his own direction. Mama Duck swims to the errant baby duck. She lifts him with her beak, slams him beneath the water. She pushes him back under when he surfaces. She snaps her beak onto his head, tries to hold him under. The baby duckling screams when the water in his throat will allow. His siblings watch, terrified. The couple on the bank, who had stopped to admire nature in all her majesty, stands frozen, powerless to stop the horror occurring before them. Mama Duck stops her thrashing. The baby duck moves to her side. She grooms him until he no longer shivers, then gives a quiet quack. 7 ducklings swim behind her as they make their way to the nest on the far bank. The chastised duckling swims next to her, glad to have survived, his mother's lesson understood.
Thank you for listening to A Lesson for Ducklings, written and read by Nicholas B. Morris and produced by me, Jared I. McGee. Nicholas B. Morris grew up in Arkansas but fell in love with Colorado. His stories and other assorted writings have been published in the Harpoon Review, Cliterature, Connotation Press, Danse Macabre Online, and Nebo. He has published 2 short story collections, the full-length Tapeworm and the chapbook The Boy in the Well, both with the now sadly defunct Monkey Puzzle Press. You can buy copies of Tapeworm from him directly on Amazon. He works at his dream job as assistant professor of humanities at the Community College of Denver and watches endless reruns of Star Trek with his partner, Alyssa Pacini. Caleb Hicks produced the original audio for the narrative. He and Mr. Morris worked closely together on the spoken word album of Mr. Morris's stories called The Boy in the Well. The backing tracks for this story were taken from MuseOpen at museopen.org. MuseOpen is a 501c3 nonprofit focused on increasing access to music by creating free resources and educational materials. They provide recordings, sheet music, and textbooks to the public for free without any copyright restrictions. As they say, their mission is to set music free. The track used here is When You Last Say Goodbye by York Bowen. MuseOpen lists this track as anonymously uploaded. A sincere thank you to museopen.org for the contribution. This track is being used under a public domain Mark 1.0 license. I hope that you enjoyed this story, and that you will keep your eyes peeled for more stories by Nicholas B. Morris or other upcoming guest authors here on Prose. Stay tuned for episode 11.3, Love Lost.